It's also possible that it's a mixture of what I just described. Experience where a person has epilepsy and they have seizures, but they're also having other episodes that they feel are seizures, their family thinks are seizures, but they're not seizures. Or it sometimes could be the person who has some disability beyond the seizures, intellectual disability or behavioral disorder, where there are other behaviors routinely that end up being confusing. And so recording can be helpful to figuring out for those individuals whether they are having seizures, but they're having something else. And that's where the recording of the seizures in the hospital can go wrong, in that if the recording is not comprehensive, doesn't really include what's actually happening at home, it's not going to be informative. You need to know what's actually happening at home, meaning the person who's having one type of episode at home, you come into the hospital, medications are taken away, and they have seizures, they have epilepsy. You haven't answered the question, what's happening at home? You've only answered the question that there's a potential for epilepsy. And so I'm throwing that in there as an aside as to what to look for with those recordings. So you come to the point of recording the seizures in the hospital. You've got good video evidence, good EEG evidence, and you've recorded multiple episodes, seizures or otherwise, where you know there's consistency, you know that what you're seeing is the full range of what's occurring. And seeing more than one is helpful. I mean, no one wants to have a seizure ever. The only reason to come into the hospital is an investment of pain and suffering, for lack of a better term, of having seizures in the hospital, for the payback that it's going to lead to a better control of seizures at home, outside the hospital that is. But having several seizures during that hospital stay is really useful to the doctors because, as I'm sure all of you realize, every seizure is a little bit different. I mean, there's certain features that are always occurring. There are certain aspects that differ a little bit, and for us, for we who look at them, seeing the similarities and differences is helpful. And so it's another reason why the hospital recordings really have to be long enough and include enough that there's enough to really understand what's going on at home regularly. So you come to the point where, okay, the hospital recordings show that there were epileptic seizures, and everything that's occurring at home is an epileptic seizure. And each form of seizure is recorded, so you get a full range of it. And that's where you can then go forward thinking about epilepsy treatment. And this might be as a matter of changing medications and reconsidering which of the medications the person's on, because sometimes we're on more than one already. It might be worth maximizing which one might be low yield in terms of making adjustments. And the hospital stay is a really opportune time to make those changes because you can do changes more quickly in the hospital than you can at home, although you don't get the chance of really observing long term to see what the impact is, but it's still meaningful. And the person goes home. And so I wasn't going to get into each medication, but maybe speak more in terms of concept that way. But there are other parts of the diagnostic process that can be useful, and part of it is if these indeed are focal seizures and several medications haven't worked, then there's a possibility for surgical treatment.